Hey guys, it's J-Dog here from Skills Overnight, and I'm bringing you a quick little response video covering some of the things that apparently I left out in my last video. Well, rather, this video will be to prove my points that I'm using in the last video, to reply to some of these comments, like Mr. Gray Blue replying to me, "You definitely missed the point of his video." So I asked him which was. And he says that playing with default ladder settings is a waste of time if you want to compete at MLG events. Now let me show you the title for my first point and see if that's what you infer from this. COD MLG versus Halo MLG and how to make it better. That is not what he's saying at all. He's comparing Call of Duty's MLG and how many teams are playing it versus Halo MLG and how many teams are playing it. And then how to make it better, referring to Call of Duty MLG and instituting a new ladder for MLG only variant gameplay, which would be nice. I do agree with that. And right here, I want to show you my second point. Sorry. I want to show you my second point, where even Boss Nasti himself says what this video is about. So it's not just all me inferring from it. This is actually him stating what I'm pretty much stating right now.
Leagues, around the world will also be able to improve as well from this video series. So we're going to start off with game battles real quick, and the title of this episode, or at least episode 1 here on the Allergic to Bullshit, or ATB segment. I know it's actually kind of a nice little acronym. I know it sounds really nice flowing off the tongue. Anyways, getting right back into it, we're going to be talking about the difference between Halo Reach and Call of Duty, but more specifically, the difference between the competition level as far as the amount of teams that actually play MLG variant or tournament, style type settings. Because as we know...
So did you hear that? He is literally stating exactly what I just stated. Boss Nasti's own voice, not me. Alright? And then later on in the video, right about here I believe, he says it again. He states exactly what the video is about.
So hopefully that information will come out here pretty soon. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, fellas. The difference in competition level between Halo Reach and Call of Duty Black Ops as far as the amount of teams that actually compete and, by using MLG settings. So I'm going to show you guys.
See? A second time saying exactly the same thing he said before and exactly what I'm saying. That's twice now in his own video. And then he does it again a third time later on in the video after he has a little rant about what people are commenting to me about, where he does change subjects and he does talk about how playing Black Ops and not using MLG settings is not going to further you and get you prepared for later on at the events later on when MLG releases them. But right here is he says it exactly again a third time.
Of how easy Google is to use if you want to find out anything that is related to gaming. So once again, getting back to my point overall is that when you look at why it is that I'm not uploading as many Call of Duty Reach or Call of Duty Black Ops matches as I am Halo Reach matches is due to the fact that the majority of Halo Reach teams are always playing MLG settings. Unfortunately, the majority of Call of Duty Black Ops teams are not playing MLG settings.
See? Right there. He's stating again what this whole video is about. I know he switches several times on this to different subjects, but the main subject that he's alluded to 3 times now is Call of Duty MLG versus Halo MLG, which is exactly what the title says. So my point was that the reason why there's more Halo teams, and really there's even not, because if you look at it, here's the Black Ops 25K tournament that only use MLG settings. There's 523 ranked teams compared to Halo Reach's 260. That is almost doubled, if not doubled. I'm sucking at quick math, but I'm pretty sure it's doubled. But anyways, going back to what I originally said, you check the rules for Halo Reach. If it would ever load up, you go to their settings and bam, MLG only. Okay. Then you go to the Dr. Pepper one. You go to their rules. Then you go down here to settings. MLG only. And for those of you that don't know if this is MLG only, I asked the player that was in the tournament, Optic Rambo. I sent him a tweet, just making sure I'm not mistaken, but were the rules for the PS3 25K ladder also MLG variant rules? And he replied, yes, they are. So I'm not just making those up and assuming they are, even though I already know they are. But you heard it from a pro that competed in there themselves. Anyways, I guess that about does it. I've proven all my points now with all the facts I can basically show you. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe to this video and my other response video. And I'd actually like to challenge Boss Nasti, because he doesn't allow my first video to be a response video to his videos. So I want to actually challenge him to put this one as a response video so people can see it. Because he says right here, I only approve video responses that actually prove something relevant, logical, and rational at the same time. Yours does not. If you watch this and think it doesn't, then that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it, and I'm entitled to my own opinion. But I'm pretty sure I've pointed out at least three, if not more, different ways that I've proven my point. Rate, comment, subscribe here. Follow us on Twitter at SkillsOvernight. Then like us on Facebook. And that does it for me. See you later.